Okay, class, welcome back to part 4 of this ever-increasing lab. I promise we are close to being done. So we've used the field calculator, done a lot of really cool stuff on here. And then now what we're going to do is we are going to turn this into the map, right? So we went to centers events right here. Let's see what step we're on, in the open attribute table, diff-ret, and then now we are going to right click on centers and go to properties. We're going to go here to symbology, okay? And in symbology, we are going to go to right here, quantities, proportional symbols. Our value right here is going to be the diff-rad, okay? The radius of the difference, okay? That's right here. And then our units are going to be the decimal degrees, okay? So we can change the color and things like this. So we have the difference of the radius and decimal degrees. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, apply. Okay, let's close this out. Let's see what happened here. These are kind of funky colors, but they seem to work. What you also may have to do is, this is one thing that I noticed was messing up with mine, is you kind of want to put these other ones on top of it. So put the Texas combo and census places all above these, and then you can kind of see a little bit better what we're looking at here. So if we zoom into these right here, we zoom in, you'll see what we're working with here, right? Is we have these two places. We have our USGS. So let's see there. This is our USGS and our census places right here. This is the radius. So this kind of shows the larger this is here, the further away these are apart, the larger this is going to be. So it just kind of shows us on a map where there's an error in between these two centroid points. So where USGS and where the census, say the center is. Okay, now there's just okay, so there's just one more point we want to put on here. So we're going to right click here onto center events, and we're going to hit export data. And this is going to put one of these just right in the middle right there. That's what we want, is we want to get that one more point that puts it right in the middle. Okay, so we got this here. We're going to name this center average. Okay. Okay, and this is perfect. So now we have exactly what we want here. We have these different values, so we can kind of hit these on and off. We don't need this Texas combo now, but your center average is one right there. And I'm going to change that color just because it looks a little too similar. Let's give that just something funky there. Okay, so you have the center average is right there, which is the average in between the USGS and the centroid, and the census centroid. And this right here just kind of gives us an idea how far apart they are. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this button right here, which should give us full extent, and this is our funky looking map right here, right? So these dots right here, these red ones, kind of show where there's a larger difference. And so what we want to do is we want to isolate Travis County, right? So we want to isolate Travis County. So what we're going to do is, we can also do this with the Texas counties, is we're going to go here and go to the attribute table, open attribute table for the Texas, for Texas counties, and then we're going to go up to the top here and go to select by attribute. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to name, which is actually the county name, and then get unique values, name equals, and this is Travis County. Okay, so Travis, hit apply. Oh, I didn't hit it enough. Okay, you have to make sure that you hit this enough times, twice. twice pretty hard. Hit apply. Okay, and then we're going to do this right here where we okay, we're going to go to right click on Texas counties and go to okay, so we're going to right click here on Texas counties and hit export data, and we're going to just save this here as Travis County. Travis underscore county. Okay. Okay, so let's look what happens here. Let's close this out. Go back to the full extent button right here, and suddenly we have this highlighted. Okay. Now it has this kind of this funky blue light around it because it's activated. I'm going to go up here to the clear selected features, and that will be taken off. Okay. Okay. So from this here, we're going to work on making an actual map. Okay. So we have all this here, and now we're going to turn this into a map. Okay. So one good thing to know about this here is on the bottom you have this here. You have your data view, which is what we're working on. Then you have your layout view. Okay. So if you see what happened there, when we go to the layout view, this is what it'll look like as a map. This is what it'll look like if we turn it into a PDF. Now, what we want to do here, right, is we want to show Travis County since we highlighted that. So let's go take a look here at Travis County, and we also want this to be just part of our map. So we're going to make this up here, right? Here's the Travis County. Okay. So we're here right now. We're going to mess with this a little more in a second, but right now I just want to give you an idea of what we're doing here. We're going to next hit insert data frame. Okay, and as you can tell, what it did is it gave us another area right here on this map. So we can now show Travis County and then also show where Travis County is in the state of Texas. So what we want to do is we want to drag Travis County right there, and then we also want to drag Texas State below there. Let's go to this guy, full extent, and what this does is it gives us a map of Texas and shows us where Travis County is. It's a little inset map that helps with people a lot. Okay, and then let's go to this here. Okay, go back to the old layer, and then we're going to hit from here, old layer, and then we're going to right click on Travis County, and we're going to go to zoom to layer, and it gives us a pretty good view. So we have to be careful here. If we're working on this, we have to make sure that it's activated. It has these little dashed lines around it. And if we're going to work on this other map, we also have to make sure that it's activated. So you can do that by clicking on the layer and clicking activate. So right now I am activating this one right here. Okay. Now the issue, one issue right here, is if we go to this data frame here, this new data frame, right? You can tell it's kind of a bad projection. Okay, so we're going to go to the new data frame, properties, and then we are going to use the same Texas statewide mapping one. So predefined, we've done this before. Projected coordinate systems, state systems, Texas statewide mapping system. Okay. Yes. Okay. And what you can see is a better view of Texas right there. Okay. So we are getting a little bit closer. We're almost there, I promise. Thank you for staying with me for this. And so what we're doing first, right? Okay. So this looks good. All the stuff we can kind of change as we go along, right? But what all maps need is a title, right? So the title that I want you to use is coordinate differences in Travis County, Texas. Okay. So this is right here, Hit OK, and it's going to give us a nice title right there. Okay, coordinate differences in Travis County, Texas. Okay, now the other thing that I want us to add is we're going to insert a north arrow. Okay, so you can use a lot of these. Some of these are just a little bit too funky, too garish, so let's just choose one of these here and hit OK. All these things we can mess with in a second. I just want to make sure they're all in here. And what we're going to do first is, next is we're going to insert a scale bar. Okay, I'm going to choose just a pretty simple one here. I'm not going to make this too stylish right now. I will let y'all do more of that. Okay, when you're working on this. So this sounds about right. 20 miles. What can happen here is you may have to right-click on this and go to Properties and just make sure that this is in miles here, and also make sure that you have the right frame activated. Okay, if you have the other frame activated, say this data frame right here, right? It could end up being something around 60 miles. Okay, so this is going to be about 15, 20 miles right here. Okay, so here is our scale right here, our scale bar. So we got this here, and all this stuff we're going to mess with in a second. I just kind of want to get out of the way. Cancel. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is insert a legend. Okay. Now a legend is going to tell us what each of these things mean. It's going to kind of have it make more sense. So what we want a map to do is to be able to tell somebody that has never seen this before what these mean. So we're going to hit next. We're going to just take all these right now, and then we'll just deal with it later. Okay, so look what happens here. We get this legend that is nice, but it also has just too much stuff, right? We don't need all this stuff in it, right? It doesn't need to say a lot of this, right? So let's go back. So we're going to click on Properties here, and then go to Items, and under Items, let's take some of these off. So let's take off Texas counties. Let's take off Travis County. We don't need that, right? And then let's take off the Texas combo. I don't think we need that either. Let's just see what that is. Okay. So the only things that we really care about here are what these larger circles mean here, right? The differences in coordinates. We're also going to change this here. And we also care about what these dots mean here, right? Okay. So what we're going to do is from here, let's work on changing diffrad. Okay, diffrad doesn't really make much sense. Okay, so to do this, we're going to go to Center Events. We're going to go to Open the Attribute Table, and then we go to diffrad, and let's go to Properties here, and we're going to change the alias. Okay, and we're going to say differences in coordinates. Okay, so difference in coordinates here, and let's apply this. So that's good right there. Now we got this here, difference in coordinates. If I'm missing anything. Okay, so as you notice, it hasn't done anything yet here. So what we want to do right now is let's try some of this here. Okay, so we want to go to Center Events right here, Properties, and then we're going to go to the Symbology, and let's just try reselecting this difference in coordinates. Okay, apply, and look what happened right there. Once we reselect it, it gives us this right here. So this is now kind of an easier thing to read right here. Okay, so we have that right here, and I'm going to continue the last couple minutes of this lab in the part 5.